Hi guys, in this video we will be creating the card, which is where the products are shown. So now that we have our section, we can create our cards, and we created this section in the last video. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is we want to make sure you're inside this section, because these cards are going to be inside the section. So what we're gonna do is go below this div, and we're going to make a div with a class of row, which is the margin on the y-axis, like top and bottom, is going to be 5, and then this is all of the items are going to be aligned to the center. So we're going to do this, align item center, and then we're going to justify content to center. So this will basically just give this like a horizontal center or a vertical center. So now that we have that, we have all of that. So we can make another div with the column of 8 and a column on like a large screen as 4, and the column on an extra large screen is 3. So this is basically just making it bigger the bigger your screen is. Now we can also set okay, so now we can also have that, and what we're going to do is we're going to give this a style. She's going to have margin top of 65 pixels, so it can be a little bit low, and you'll see why we're doing this a little bit later. I'll just take it out right now. So now we can have the padding left as 0 pixels. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a div, another div actually. So this div is going to have card border, which is 0. So that's basically gonna say that we don't want any border on the cards, and what that basically means is if you didn't have that, there would be like a border, like how you see over here on this card. So next we want a inside this we're going to create another div, which is basically 4 divs, 4 nested divs in total. So this one's going to have a class of card body, and so that's basically like the body of the card, so it's going to be everything inside the card. And then we also want to align all text to center, and the padding on the y-axis should be 4. So now what we're going to do is inside this div we will be creating an h4 tag with the class of a card title, and we're gonna use text muted. Actually, no, let's do that later. But yes, so let's do the card title, and then card title, and then this is gonna say starter pair. So now after this, we're going to have a paragraph with a lead, and this is going to be the card subtitle, and we're going to use text muted for this. So this is going to say get the starter pair here. And now that that's done, we can make another paragraph, which is gonna display 5, and so it's so the display 5 is basically like how big it's gonna be. So yeah, and then after the display 5, we will actually say a margin on the Y is 4, and then text muted, or we can do that later actually. So what we can do is we can make this the font weight, which is FW, bold. Now we can say I guess $6.99. So that's basically the pricing, and then after that we're going to create an image. So this image is going to be optional, but I'm just going to go on Amazon, search for normal shoes, simple shoes, if you wish, simple shoes. Actually, yeah. So we're going to keep this. So really cool trick is you can just say the minimum and the maximum as the same number so that it can be exactly that. So now we have these, and they're $6.99, blah blah blah. Just scroll down, look for something that you could use. I think you could just not gonna use normal shoes with these same things. You know what? I'm just going to So I'm going to actually go to this site. Whoops. So we're going to look for that one that we just found right now. So this one's looking pretty good. So now we can give this, and then we can copy the image link. That's what we're gonna do. And we will now say the image tag. And the source is going to be the image link, which is pretty short. And that is about it for the image, unless you want to change the height, size, which I do. So let's make it width equals 200. No pixels, no labeling, just 200. So let's reload this page, see how it looks. And as we can see, it looks like that, which is not too bad. So let's actually give this a text primary to make it you know, like blue, I guess. So yeah, like that. Next, we can actually say yeah. So after the image, we can make a span, and this is going to be for the rating stuff. So let's go into ion icon, which is over here, and let's say star. So we have these pretty nice star images. So if you memorize these names, they're pretty easy. The filled one is star, the outlined one is star dash outline, and the half one is star dash half. So we can just rate them with our, just what we think they should be rated, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rate it with, first of all, let's copy the link. Can't forget the link. So now we can go over here, and I'm going to rate this a, how about a 2.5? So if this is 2.5, we can say half. So now that we have that, we can go to the end of this and add 2 more, but each of them are going to say outline. So yeah. So now that we have that, we can look at how that looks. Pretty nice, but it's at the wrong place. So how are we going to fix this? We're just going to use a break tag, which will create a new line. So yeah, we have that. First of all, let's make the span a little bit more big. So let's say the font size is 20 pixels. Looks pretty good, but I'm going to make it a bit bigger. 4. Yep, that looks perfect. You could use another break tag, which you wanted to, if you wanted to, which I do. So yeah, so now that we put the rating a bit low, you can actually just create the, like the buy now button. So I'm going to create that by saying after the span, like after the span. Whoops. After the span, we're going to. Hey, wait a second. I'm just gonna copy this line. Okay, so after the span, we're going to say a href line, a link tag. Oops. And this, the href is going to be where this button leads you. So we'll cover that later. But first we want to use the class. And that will be btn secondary. Or actually, let's use primary to make it blue. So it's just a bootstrap class like all of the other classes we're using. So this is just going to make the button large. And yeah, I think that's about it. We can also use a style with a border radius of a really big number. So it can be like kind of like a capsule shape, but it's 2D and it's horizontal. So 500 pixels. And then we can also set the font size to 18 pixels if we wanted to. Font weight, this is something that we have to worry about. So font weight is going to make the thing lighter or like thinner or thicker. So I'm going to set it to 500, and as you can see here, it's medium. And just 500, no 500 pixels. So yeah, let's see how that looks. Okay, yes, that looks pretty good. We just need to add text, which we will do in a little bit. And yeah, so let's say padding on the left is 30 pixels, and the padding on the right is also 30 pixels. We can also have the padding on the top be 12 pixels, and the padding on the bottom 12 pixels. So yeah, that's quite bigger. So now what we can do is we can use the text, and the text will say buy now. Oops. So now I have the buy now button, but it's right beside the stars, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a break tag. And there we go. Yeah. So now that we have that, I think we're good. So now I think all we have to do is we have to get the Amazon link for this, which is right here. So we can copy that and paste it. Look pretty good. So yeah. Now we basically have this thing working. So we have one card, but as you can see, it works, but it deletes a page and opens the new page. So what we're gonna do is we're going to say inside the href, or not the href, but inside the a tag, we are going to say target equals underscore blank. And that will just make this go into a blank page. So it's going to create a new tab and open it. So that's how it works. So when you close it, it's still there. So yeah, that is how you create your first card. So just go on duplicating this, changing it, and you would be done. So in next video, we'll be looking at how to duplicate these sections and make them look different and stuff like that. So yeah, bye. See you next video.